sitting outside my backyard right now listening to Go Small, Live Large, and he's talking about the measurements in his Winnebago van, which is really good because I need to see the inside of one of these things. There's my backyard with the new grass. I'm very excited. But it got me thinking about the kind of RV I want, the measurements, the sizes, that sort of thing. So I thought, what kind of RV do I really want? What size do I want? What do I want it to do? How are we going to live in it? Are we going to live in it? Are we just going to travel? And I realized a lot of those questions I've kind of answered by doing a lot of research, doing a lot of charts, just thinking exactly what it is an RV's for. And there are so many different ways you can use an RV. Class A's are really big, but they're very comfortable. Class C's are kind of an in-between a Class B and a Class A. I really figured out that Class B is what I wanted to go with, but kind of wanted to show you the thought process I went through and how I decided what were the RVs that would fit our lifestyle in the most efficient way and make us happy for spending that kind of money. And Go Small, Live Large actually got me thinking about those kind of small and large and what sizes, what kind of interiors I want. There's another person I follow on YouTube, Ultramobility. I'll put links down below somewhere. Because of his reviews and how that narrowed down what kind of vans would be appropriate for what we are doing. So let's see what we get. Be seeing you. Alright, so here's some of the charts I've been working on. You'll see leisure vans, Airstream, Coachman, Regency up on the screen. I've been looking at everything from their build quality, their sizes, length, seating, how many can sleep. Now, with Heimer and Road Trek, I was very, very interested in their models, including the Active and the Zion SRT. Unfortunately, with the shutdown of Heimer North America, that deleted those options and my field got very, very narrow. So I had to rethink what I wanted out of an RV. So that brought me over to truck campers, which I hadn't thought of before. And I really liked a lot of the truck campers, so I started learning about gross vehicle weights and axle weights and payload ratings, everything else. But then I started thinking about things like, well, what's the layout? What is it I want to have in a actual camper or inside an RV? And although I liked things like ovens and stuff like that in the truck campers, I just really couldn't see myself driving the truck with something attached to the back. So I started looking at other things. And this brought me over to things like custom builds and some other RVs that aren't some of the top names. And I started looking at everything, their designs, what kind of vans they used. And that got pretty complex, and so I started making charts and who knows what all for this stuff. And I wanted to say that none of these vans are bad or something wrong with them. I mean, they're all good. They all have advantages, disadvantages. This all comes down to personal taste. So I had to make some decisions about what are the things I really, really wanted. So my wife and I sat down and started thinking about what were the things that we really wanted, what were the things we needed, what were some of the options. We really sat down and we said 2,000 watt inverters were absolute musts, longer warranties. We needed to have screens so we could open and shut doors and not let all the mosquitoes in. But this helped cancel out some of the huge amounts of options I had. Leisure vans, for instance, were too long. Airstreams didn't have the 2,000 watt inverter. And none of these vans are bad. There's nothing wrong with them. They just didn't fit the criteria that we had decided we really wanted.